Working with Excel basically means working with formulas. In this worksheet called Formulas, in the workbook Creating Formulas and Functions, we need some totals in row 4. When you look at the numbers, you feel that the numbers are so simple that we can write down the answers. But in some worksheets, the numbers will be a lot larger and will involve more than just simple subtraction. One aspect of writing formulas is that we will not be typing the numbers 120 or 100. We'll refer to these numbers by their locations. The advantage here is that if the numbers we need to be adjusted anytime in the future, then the formulas don't need to be altered. There are 3 major ways to write formulas, and they all start with the equal sign. The most common way is to start with the cell address, which here is B2. So we want the sales entry minus the overhead entry. So that's in cell B2 minus B3. We'll see an answer as soon as we press enter. The real content of the cell isn't 20, it's the formula, and you'll see this in the formula bar. You can double click here to see it larger. You'll see the formula and a coloured reference to the cells. Another way, which also starts with the equal sign, is that we don't have to type addresses. We'll use the arrow key to select a cell, then press minus and the up arrow to this cell and press enter. A third way involves using the mouse and keyboard together. So equal sign, then use the mouse to click on cell B2, B, minus in the keyboard, and click cell B3 with the mouse. So we're not typing addresses here either, but we have the same formula and the same answer as before. If the number overhead is wrong because someone might have forgotten an expense and it should have been 125, then you just change the number to 125. Press enter and you get a different answer. So regardless of the content, the formula still subtracts those 2 cells, which is what it should be doing. If I change it back to 100, I get a different result, which is what it was previously. There is a way of repeating this formula in adjacent cells, so we don't have to keep typing it out again and again, especially if we want to do 12 months of the year. For example, if we look at column H, where we do a total, if we begin by typing equal, then click B2 plus C2 plus D2, etc. If we have to do this for 12 months of data, it would become very monotonous. Whilst it will work, it's not the most efficient way of doing it. So there is a better way of doing it. One better way is using a function. There are more than 400 built-in functions in Excel. Many are run on formulas, statistical functions, database functions, and various categories. We just want to add some numbers, and the function we want to use is called sum, S-U-M. Whenever you start an entry with the equal sign, you type a letter and you get a pop-up list of all the functions beginning with that letter. So here, if we click S, we get a whole load of the functions pop up. So here we have sum. So if you click on it, you get a description of it. We could continue typing this or just press tab. Next, we have to select these cells by holding down the left mouse button and dragging left to right or right to left. So we hold down the left mouse button, click on cell G2, drag leftward, that notation style means add all the cells from B2 through G2 and just press enter. So that's the total. So this is much simpler than adding up 6 different cells. Now looking at an average is that we add up cells and we divide by the number of entries. So we've done the addition. So equal sign, this amount, which is 1505, divided by, here we use a slash symbol for divided, so divided by 6. So we use the common symbols, slash for division, minus for subtraction, and plus will be used at some point, and an asterisk would be used for multiplication. Many formulas are straightforward and easy to use, and many times you'll see large worksheets. So by clicking on the cell and looking in the formula bar, you get a better idea of formulas which are within the worksheet.